right, let's talk about healthy eating. But first, do me a favor. Forget everything you think you know. Seriously, the rules you followed so carefully in your 40s and 50s, it's time to toss them out the window because they don't apply anymore. In fact, some of the foods you believe are your healthy go-tos might actually be speeding up the aging process, leaving you feeling older, weaker, and more tired than you need to be. Does this sound familiar? You get a full 8 hours of sleep but still wake up exhausted? You go to open a jar and it feels like a battle. You notice your strength just isn't what it used to be. That's not in your head, and it's definitely not just a normal part of getting older. It's a clear signal that your body's needs have fundamentally changed. But what if I told you that you could fight back against this decline just by rethinking your dinner? What if one meal a day could tell your body to build strength, sharpen your mind, and unlock vibrant, lasting energy? This isn't science fiction. It's the new science of aging well. So stay with me, because I'm about to give you the exact blueprint for the perfect anti-aging dinner. We're moving past the generic advice, and I'm going to show you precisely how to build your plate to help turn back the clock on a cellular level. The great shift, why your body's rules have changed. Before we start plating, we have to understand why the rules of nutrition change so dramatically after 65. It really boils down to a couple of key things happening inside your body. First and most importantly is a condition called sarcopenia. It sounds technical, but it's just the age-related loss of muscle. After you hit 50, you can lose up to 1 to 2% of your muscle every year, and that process really picks up speed after 65. This isn't just about being able to lift things. Your muscle is your body's engine. It burns calories, regulates blood sugar, and supports your entire frame. Losing it is directly tied to frailty, a slower metabolism, and a higher risk of falls. So if you've been finding it harder to manage your weight or feel a little unsteady on your feet, you're likely feeling the effects of sarcopenia. Second, your body just isn't as good at absorbing nutrients as it used to be. Think of your digestive system like a factory that's been working hard for over 6 decades. Some of the equipment isn't as sharp. Your ability to absorb vitamin B12, which is vital for your brain and energy levels, can drop off. At the same time, your body has a tougher time absorbing calcium and making vitamin D, the duo that keeps your bones strong, which is why osteoporosis becomes a bigger risk. This brings us to the great paradox of aging. Your body needs fewer calories but more nutrients. As your metabolism slows down from muscle loss, your energy needs decrease. If you keep eating the same portions you did in your 50s, you'll probably gain weight. And yet your body is screaming for more vitamins, minerals, and especially protein, just to keep things running smoothly. This means every single bite you take counts more than ever. You can't afford to waste calories on foods that don't pack a serious nutritional punch. The old model of just eating less is broken. We need a new model, one built on nutrient density and muscle protection. And it all starts with rebuilding your dinner plate. The anti-aging plate, a new blueprint for dinner. So what does this new plate look like? Don't worry, there's no complicated calorie counting or fad diets here. Our guide is a simple visual tool adapted from the USDA called MyPlate for older adults. It's a brilliant framework that makes sure you hit all your new nutritional targets. Picture your dinner plate. Now draw a line right down the middle. First, fill half of that plate, a full 50%, with vegetables and fruits. Now take the other half and split it in two. Fill one of those quarters, that's 25% of your plate, with high-quality lean protein, and fill that last 25% with whole grains. This 50-25-25 structure is your new foundation. It's not about restriction, it's about proportion. Now let's dive into each of these sections and find the anti-aging all-stars for your dinner. The foundation, 50% vegetables and fruits. This half of your plate is your front line of defense against inflammation. It's where you get the fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins your body is craving. But not all produce is created equal, especially when it comes to keeping your blood sugar stable and getting the most nutrition. Our first focus should be on dark leafy greens. I'm talking spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and arugula. This isn't rabbit food, this is a nutritional powerhouse. These greens are loaded with vitamin K to help keep bones strong and carotenoids that protect your vision. Sautéing them with a little olive oil or using them as the base for a big salad is the perfect way to start. Next, you want a rainbow of colorful vegetables. Think bright red bell peppers, deep orange carrots, rich green broccoli. Those different colors aren't just pretty, they signal different types of antioxidants. Antioxidants are your body's cleanup crew, fighting the cellular damage that causes aging. Vitamin C, which is packed into bell peppers and broccoli, is especially critical for producing the collagen that keeps your skin firm. When it comes to fruit at dinner, think of it as a complement and stick to low sugar, high fiber options. The champions here are dark berries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. Blueberries are amazing. Studies have linked the antioxidants they contain, called anthocyanins, to better brain function and a lower risk of heart disease and cancer. Plus, their fiber means they won't spike your blood sugar. A small handful tossed in a salad or as a light dessert is perfect. The muscle builder, 25% lean protein. This quarter of your plate is your secret weapon for reversing the physical signs of aging. This is how you fight back against sarcopenia. Protein gives your body the building blocks it needs to repair and build muscle. And while we used to think all adults needed the same amount, we now know that older adults need significantly more protein to maintain their strength. Experts now recommend that adults over 65 get about 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of their body weight, which is much higher than the old standard. The goal is to get a solid 25 to 30 grams of protein at dinner to really trigger that muscle-building response. So what are the best sources for your plate? Number one is fatty fish, especially wild-caught salmon. Not only is salmon an amazing source of high-quality protein, but it's also swimming in omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats are famous for fighting inflammation and supporting brain health, potentially boosting memory. Next up are the classics, skinless chicken or turkey breast. They're lean, packed with protein, and super versatile. A single 3-ounce portion of chicken breast gives you about 28 grams of protein, hitting that mealtime target perfectly. And don't sleep on the humble egg. It's often called nature's perfect protein. One egg has about 6 grams of high-quality protein and is a great source of leucine, an amino acid that's like a light switch for muscle growth. 2 or 3 hard-boiled eggs on a big dinner salad is a simple and affordable protein fix. For plant-based options, we turn to legumes like lentils, chickpeas, and beans. These are true superfoods, delivering a 1-2 punch of both protein and fiber, which helps control blood sugar and keeps you feeling full. A hearty lentil soup can absolutely be the star of your meal. Finally, consider low-fat dairy like Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. A cup of plain Greek yogurt can pack over 20 grams of protein, plus you get calcium and gut-healthy probiotics. It's a fantastic choice, especially on a warm evening when you want something lighter. If this blueprint is starting to make sense, and if you're feeling ready to take control of your health, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. We put out new videos every week full of practical, science-backed advice designed to help you thrive. Your support means the world and helps us get this information into more people. Thanks. Now let's finish building that perfect plate, the Energy Sustainer, 25% whole grains. This last quarter of the plate is all about energy, but this is where so many people get it wrong. White bread, white rice, and most pastas cause a rapid spike and then a nasty crash in your blood sugar, which leads to inflammation and those awful energy slumps. It's time to swap those out for whole grains. Whole grains are exactly what they sound like, the entire grain, with none of the good stuff stripped away. That means they still have all their fiber, B vitamins, and healthy fats. That fiber is the key. It slows everything down, giving you steady, sustained energy instead of a quick jolt and a crash. So what are the best choices? Quinoa is a total superstar. It's a whole grain and a complete protein, meaning it has all 9 essential amino acids. Brown rice is another fantastic, accessible staple that goes with anything. And don't think oats are just for breakfast. A savory oatmeal cooked with broth and topped with veggies and an egg can be an incredibly comforting and nutritious dinner. When you're at the store, the trick is to read the label. You want to see the words 100% whole wheat or 100% whole grain. Don't be fooled by color. Some brown breads are just white bread with molasses added for looks. The very first ingredient should be a whole grain. The finishing touches, healthy fats and hydration. Okay, our plate is perfectly balanced. But there are two final things that tie it all together: healthy fats and hydration. The whole low-fat craze from back in the day did us a real disservice. Our bodies, and especially our brains, need healthy fats to work right. Good fats help us absorb vitamins, produce hormones, and fight inflammation. Your go-to should be extra virgin olive oil. It's full of healthy fats and antioxidants that are linked to better heart health. Use it in your salad dressings or for roasting vegetables. Avocados and a small handful of walnuts or almonds are also fantastic sources of healthy fats and fiber. Finally, let's talk about hydration. This is the forgotten nutrient for so many older adults. As we age, our sense of thirst actually fades, which means you can be dehydrated without even feeling it. Even mild dehydration can cause fatigue, confusion, and dizziness. Don't wait until you feel thirsty to drink water. Sip it all day long. And remember, you can eat your water too. Soups and stews are a brilliant way to get both fluids and nutrients, and water-rich veggies like cucumbers and celery also count. Putting it all together, sample anti-aging dinners. I know that was a lot of information, so let's make it real. What does this actually look like on a Tuesday night? Here are 3 simple dinner ideas that follow our model perfectly. The Salmon Power Bowl. Start with a cup of cooked quinoa, your whole grain. Top it with a 4-ounce baked salmon fillet, your protein. Fill the rest of the bowl with roasted broccoli and red bell peppers, drizzled with olive oil, your veggies and healthy fat. That's a perfect 50-25-25 split right there. The loaded chicken salad. This is not a sad little side salad. This is the dinner. Start with a huge bed of spinach and mixed greens. Add 4 to 5 ounces of grilled, chopped chicken breast, your protein. Now load it up with colorful veggies like cherry tomatoes and cucumbers. For your whole grain, toss in a half cup of chickpeas, which also add more protein and fiber. Drizzle with a simple vinaigrette made from olive oil and lemon juice. The hearty lentil soup, perfect for a chilly evening. Make a big pot of lentil soup with lots of carrots, celery, and onions. The lentils serve as your protein and fiber powerhouse. Serve up a big, comforting bowl, which covers nutrients and hydration, with a slice of 100% whole grain toast topped with a little avocado, your whole grain and healthy fat. Aging isn't a story about inevitable decline. It's a story of adaptation, and your dinner plate is one of the most powerful tools you have to adapt beautifully. This isn't a diet. It's a new way of looking at food as information you're sending to your body. By filling half your plate with vibrant vegetables, a quarter with muscle-building protein, and the last quarter with energizing whole grains, you're sending a clear message. You're telling your body to fight inflammation, to build and protect precious muscle, to keep your mind sharp, and to fuel your days with real vitality. You have the power to change how you age, starting tonight. It doesn't have to be some overwhelming overhaul. It can start simply with what you choose to put on your plate. So what's one small change you're going to make to your dinner tonight? Drop a comment below. I truly love reading your ideas. And if this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more ways to live your most vibrant life.